tell Kiera to start sharing the shit, yo, on Facebook.
Okay.
All right, I'm over here cursing.
Microphone check 1, 2, 1, 2. My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart, I want to eat your children.
I'm supposed to be a franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice.
This is what's great about sports. This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game. Hello?
The Off the Strip Sports Podcast.
Yeah. Oh, somebody loud. Hold on, let me make sure my mic ain't hot. Mike, can you hear me?
I can hear you, blood.
All right, we good, man. We good, baby. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's Sunday.
And I got the football playing right now. You feel me?
Oh man, I need to put my. I missed. Damn. Man, it is what it is, man. Oh, here we go. We got people tapped in already on.
Who tapped in? Who getting
man.
on my?
Man, my guys. Happy Sunday, man. What's up?
Hey, how you feeling? How you feeling?
Hey, I'm feeling good, man. It's been a good recharge weekend. Like I dropped the kids off on Friday. You know, I think it was like an episode or two ago. I got the house, so we've been moving little by little, and so it's just been like long days. And so like the other day, P was just like, "Yo, I need a break." So she called the sister, and my sister-in-law, she was like, "Yo, drop him." I was like, "Say less."
Like right now, like we on the way.
So word. So yeah, fam, left work, dropped them off, came back, and so we had a nice little staycation down in DC. And then just kind of just chilled and kind of recharged. So now we back Sunday. I've been thinking about the pod all weekend, man. We got a good show lined up. Got a good guy pulling up tonight. So yeah, man. How was your weekend though? How was your week?
My week was eventful. You know what I mean? Work going. I'm taking some classes, some continued education classes, trying to level up out here, trying to be better than I was yesterday. But yeah, my week was definitely eventful. I had to tap out, and tap in. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel you.
I had to get out of there real quick. But I'm happy to be here today.
Hold on, time out. I pulled my timeout already, man. I pulled my timeout. I feel like I'm calling the timeout on us already, bro. We got some new listeners coming in today, and I felt like we was being rude. We ain't even introduce ourselves, and let everybody know who we was and what the show is. So, I called my timeout for the game, but I want to say this is the Off the Strip Sports Podcast. My name is Cal. This is my co-host Futch. And yeah, this is a sports podcast where we talk about everything. Okay, 2 up, 2 down. I didn't realize what you had going on.
Go ahead, talk your stuff.
But where we talk about everything from sports to having a conversation about like the first time you were black, remembering the first time, remember when you realized you were black for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about it all. But at the end of the day, this is sports, and sports is what is what we know, is what keeps us together, what brings us together. And yeah, we just here to talk it and do our thing. So yeah.
So what we got lined up today? Keep going.
So we got lined up. So yeah, we got a good show lined up. So if you follow me on Instagram, I've been doing these bike rides lately. I don't know where I got the energy from, but shout out to my man Corey.
Shout out to Corey. Corey the homie.
Yeah. Corey the homie. Yeah. Shout out to my guy, man. But yeah, man, he said like, yo, I know these bike rides down in DC. I went and got on Facebook, grabbed a bike. Next thing you know, I'm down in DC, hitting these bike rides. And then that's why I came across this bike group, the Streets Calling DC bike group. And, I started linking with them and catching a couple rides. And man, it was eventful, man. It was honestly almost therapeutic, to be honest with you. Just the normal day to day and just being able to get out there and do a couple miles and feel good about it. And like, not only that, like we be deep, like 200-300 deep. Normally.
You said from the first time you took a ride to like now, y'all double, huh?
Yeah, like it was. I started following them. I think they were at like, I don't know, he might have just broke 1,000 followers maybe. Then, 2 or 3 rides later, they was on another level. So it was just, I felt like, I wanted to connect with them and just get a chance to know them and bring them on the show and just talk about the movement because I think it's something that was just different. You know, I mean, 2020 been different. Period. Like you put in COVID and just 2020 in a nutshell, it's just been crazy. So, you know, this was something different that we was like, you know, that was just kind of just popped up and it, in my opinion, just kind of blew up. And, you know, I just wanted to, you know, get a chance to bring him on the show. So we definitely gonna bring my man, the founder of the Streets Calling DC Bike Group on here later, my man Q. But you know, we got a couple things we're gonna get into before we do that. We definitely just wanted to, you know, welcome all new listeners. I mean, we had numbers we haven't even, you know, we don't, you know, I'm super hyped to be honest with you. You just gotta let the game talk, man.
Let's go.
Talk, man. But one thing we're gonna do alongside with the show, Futch, I'll let you talk about it a little bit more too, as far as like the segments we about to drop in there. I feel like I've been talking too much, and plus I'm thirsty.
So we got some different segments popping off. We got a game ball. We're gonna give game ball to somebody in sports that reached, you know, great heights, did something that exceeded expectations or, you know, abnormal, something great. So you get the game ball from the OTS from me and Cal. And we also have a make it make sense. We got a segment where what were you doing, or like why did in your head did you think that was okay to do, or what was your thought process or whatever. So we got a couple of people that we got some make it make sense to us. And like Calvin already did this episode, he used his timeout. We have one timeout per game. You can use it or you don't have to use it, but they do not roll over to next week's episode. So Calvin has no timeouts. I still have no.
I'm all out. I'm all out. I felt like I had to do it for the team, though. I had to do it for.
I appreciate it. The listeners need to know what's going on. Then we have a halftime show. We come with something that's, you know, we're gonna talk about it. We're just gonna talk about it. And we have an off the script segment. Something that has nothing to do with sports that, you know, like players would normally talk about in the locker room. So it's kind of like locker room talk. Something that you just talk about, get it in, off the script segment. And we're gonna bring in Q from the Streets Calling, and we're gonna talk about the bike movement in DC. So first we're gonna start off with what we starting off with, Cal.
We're gonna go ahead and bring my man Q up here. I think we covered everything. Let me check the pre-production notes because, you know, we're prepared in these parts of towns. But let's see. We covered blah. You know, we got that. Yo, did you see that? What I was about to say? The Nuggets going to Game 7 again. Again, they beat the Clippers to force a Game 7. Did you peep?
I did see that. You can't. The Nuggets is one of them teams you sleep on, and they gonna come up, but Clippers will fall out.
Yeah. I mean, this is 2-3 down, 3-1s in a row, so this should be interesting, man. But I just wanted to, I just saw the highlight. I just wanted to bring that up. But yeah, let's go ahead and get my man Q up here, just so we can, you know, get this party started and make it happen, man. But Q, my brother,
what's up, Q?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah,
not much, man. How you, man?
Good. No, I'm doing all right. You know, I'm doing good. Pushing through. I'm good though.
Yeah, for sure, man. First off, I just want to welcome you to the show. This is the Off the Strip Sports Podcast. Yeah, man. Before the show, we had a nice little plan, and then you got hit with some tragic news. So I just want to say to you and your family, you know, for your loss. But I know you just, you know, you wanted to speak on that a little bit.
Yeah, you know, I just want to start off with saying rest in peace to my little sister of Egypt. She struggled a little bit through through depression. So hopefully her soul is rested now. But I'm gonna still like make sure that everything I do from now on is in her name. And mental health. Make sure that you know, folks, especially our people, are getting the word out about depression, and seeking a mental health. Getting, you know, things, you know, fixed. So, but no, it's all good though, man. I appreciate you still having me on. You know, like I still wanted to come on the show and talk about Streets Calling, but also wanted to talk about mental health and how important it is for us. You know what I'm saying? So.
For sure, man. We know, for sure. To the show, man. It's definitely great to have you, and like that's part of the reason why like we did this show. Like it's what has brought us back. Like sports is still the center of the when it comes to, you know, uplifting or feeling better or something. You know, like you still wanted to come out here and do this, so it just shows like where we at with it, man. But
for sure,
let's go ahead and get started with the first segment, man. What we got?
Yeah, what we got?
Make it make sense. Bro, so I I got Eddie House with the unauthorized guest in the room.
Oh hell no!
They already down 3-1. Like, I feel like he was like, forget it, bro. Like, I'm about to have fun in this bubble. Like, this bubble look, we go home anyway. And it was the COVID lady, right?
I think she was the one that was supposed to be giving out tests and stuff. So she went. I guess she had to go give some extra tests. I'm not sure.
He was playing it safe. He was making like he knew for sure she was straight on all aspects. Like,
Yeah.
But I mean, as a professional, you know what we're doing in the bubble. Like, make it make sense, Eddie House. Like, what we doing here?
What you think, Q?
I mean, well, he's married, so he already messed up already.
Oh yeah.
But secondly, like if he wasn't married, I don't see the big deal. Like he's negative, she negative. I don't see be the big deal. Like they're both in a bubble. It wasn't no rules, and they can't. You know,
he negative, she negative.
Yeah, he got a point. Like,
yeah.
Ain't nobody outside the bubble come in. This M bubble.
Yeah.
This
all M bubble work. But maybe she might be I don't know how she gotta stay in the bubble if she out here giving tests. I was about to say maybe she on she doing maybe she on the in and out tip, like I don't know, pause, but she is on the that was kind of wild. But you know, maybe she gotta stay in the bubble if she giving out COVID tests. So I get it.
So maybe he had a point. He was like, bro, she in the bubble, like she COVID free, like every precaution that had to be taken. He took it in a way.
I don't think we did wrong.
That's just like being at home, like in a home, like not at home tripping. That's like not being in a bubble before COVID. You were just, you know what I mean? Like the night before or after the game, whatever, you were just chilling with. It's supposed to be his wife, but you get what I'm saying. Like maybe he not tripping. Maybe he made sense. And I'm not making sense.
So the moral of this one might be to make it make sense is that maybe he thought it made sense.
He took all the necessary precautions.
He went the safest way possible. I mean, they did just open up the safest classroom in the country, apparently, by when they opened up the NBA school down there. So they got the safest classroom. You got to have people, in the bubble. Like, safe is safe. So Eddie House, even though you married though, so
yeah, he messed up.
Put that out there. My bad. I ain't defending the man. I completely forgot that Q said he was.
That's the part that don't make sense.
that's the part that don't make sense.
Yeah, he messed up right there.
Let's back up first. Hold on.
That's the part
that part ain't make sense. Yeah. Let's back it up a second. That's it. Yeah. It don't make sense.
Eddie.
All right, whoa. Yeah, damn, Eddie. Yeah,
Eddie, are you okay? Are you okay? You've been hit by
Nah, let's make this one make sense, yo. So Josh Bellamy, receiver for the New York Jets. I don't know if y'all know this story, but my man was recently arrested for a $24 million scheme, during the whole COVID situation. He had a little...
Yeah, how much?
I'm reading... Actually, let me share the screen.
It was 24, but then he got 1.7 or 1.8 million. Or something like that.
Yeah,
they split it amongst the crew?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He got a clothing line called like Drip or something like that. Once I read a Drip Entertainment LLC, there you go right there, Drip Entertainment. Once I read that, I was like, all right,
that's how they messed up.
So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's try to make it. So according, he spent more than $62,000 in loan money at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Florida. $104K at Dior Gucci. Man, he went off. Man's went off.
Hey, you go off when it ain't your money. Huh?
Right. It feels 10 times better when it's free.
So he done bought mad houses in one store. In what? An hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't that.
It don't make sense. That don't make sense.
That don't make sense. That ain't adding up.
Like, you can do so much more with your scam money than blowing in the Dior store. I mean, but he is a professional though, so he probably got everything he want. He done bought everybody a house and his family, huh?
But that just shows you that he's really broke though. I mean, you really got to trick off, like you really risking your whole career and your whole livelihood for 1.8 million, and you're an NFL player. Like you broke.
Yeah.
I mean, more money than I got, but I'm saying like he, I'm just saying like he's broke.
He still got me, but
why he spending it in there though?
Like, cause he broke, like he said, he broke in the mind, brother. He not broke, man. He broken the mind, man. That's what
Okay.
he ain't got it up there, man. So yeah, we I don't know where I got that from. Yo, so yeah, he that ain't making much sense going on with my man Josh Bellamy. So this next one,
I don't even want to go ahead. I don't want to talk about
I
OBJ,
mean,
bro. What is up? But I heard so like I used to coach with one of my coaches was in the league about 4 years. He was like, bro, Odell gay, bro. Like
nah, man.
he been saying it. I was coaching in 16, and he was in the league. I believe like maybe like 11 to 15, 4 years, like 10 to 16. I mean, in the 10 to 16 time, my coach I was with was in the league. He was like, bro, Odell gay, bro. But I just say I've heard so much negative about Odell off the field. He's a great athlete, a great receiver. But like, what's up with the how we want to say this? How with the girls taking a dump? Like, we just gonna say it. Like, I don't get it. It don't make sense. Like have her send the
No.
news or something, bro. Like get the up top shot. Like
It's
it's
just
just so
that's
much
just
more.
messy.
It's just
Like
so much
first and
more.
foremost, that's just messy, man. Like just messy.
Ain't you a Giants fan, right, Cal?
Listen, we're not gonna get into we're
Oh,
not
all
gonna
right.
get into all that, man. Because like last I checked, he played for the Browns anyway, so
The Browns.
it's
That's
right up
probably why
that
he went
alley.
over there.
It's right up that same way. So yeah, I don't. That's a wild one, man. So unusual.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not that makes sense at all, bro.
That
Hey,
just don't click.
we can't even try to. Yeah, that's your boy. That's he a former Giant.
Is there
What's your,
something that? Go ahead, Fudge. What you about to say?
what's your favorite squad? Q.
Oh, I'm a Bears fan.
Y'all won today?
Yeah, we won barely.
Okay. What did it win?
Win's a win, yeah, but we barely won. And
Who's
Matt got
y'all
injured
playing?
today. Matt got injured today. Well, Lions, Detroit Lions.
Lion. Okay, yeah, for sure.
So that was a good division win.
I feel like Amberly is taking up for OBJ. He did it or he did it. Like if your name shouldn't even be in that pot if it's nothing that can like should nobody be able to fathom that story together and put your name there if it's like nothing to do.
He don't shower for 24 hours prior. I don't want yo.
Oh,
Did you
I
see
don't
did
know,
you
man.
see the video? Did you see
Nah, it's a
the video?
video. I'm cool. I'm cool.
It was like an interview type thing. It was a girl and she was just like
Oh, the no jumper joint.
Mm-hmm.
and she was just talking and she said all of this. I'm like,
Oh yeah, no, I did see that. I thought you was like there was like a video.
nah, bro.
That's
I
what,
don't want
that's what
that.
that's
Bro,
what I
you
was cool
wild.
on. That's what I was cool on. If I had a timeout, I would have called it, but I ain't Chris Webber the situation. So, but nah, Q, was there anything that happened in sports that you was just like wow, like at this week, like jumped out? I know I kind of put you on the spot. I guess I should.
No, I think
this earlier.
Lamar Jackson today did very well.
Okay.
Definitely did very well. Aaron Rodgers did extremely well. And then Naomi, she's always gonna come. I think she's the next best tennis player ever.
Yeah,
Next
for
to
sure.
Serena, and I mean Serena being Venus, so number 3, ever. So like she really came back. I was watching, I thought she was gonna lose, so I turned it
Yeah.
off, and then she came back and won, and so I was really happy that she pulled that off.
For sure. No, that was actually, that was actually. Go ahead.
Speaking of Naomi,
Speaking of Naomi, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and transition into our game ball segment where, let me go ahead and get my.
and Naomi get her.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
So yeah, we like to give the game ball out to somebody who's really just put on for themselves and their sport and did it with pride and passion and exceeded wild levels. This is what I guess I was trying to say. So yeah, we definitely showed Naomi Osaka this week for winning her second U.S. Open title. And like you said, like that comeback victory was definitely something for the record books, and she got the love that she definitely deserved. You know what I'm saying? So, Futch, I feel like I cut you off. My bad.
No, I like. Well, she had like a different name on her mask. Every time she popped up on the camera. So I feel like in that aspect, I mean, with the platform she do have, that's a light. That's a small win. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And she did get love from she had got love from Ahmaud Arbery, and I want to say there was another, I can't remember the other parents, but they had reached out to Naomi and gave her praises for, you know, bringing their child's name to light and just showing that love and that appreciation, like, you know, just like thank you for putting like light on the situation and making it known, like, you know, this is not a moment, this is real rap, this is what we go through every day, and like this is something that we got to deal with. So,
it was dope.
for sure. Shout out to her, man.
Hey, you ever play tennis?
Yeah, I play tennis.
You play tennis, kid?
A little. I tried one day, and I know, like I thought tennis was easy. Like you hit the ball, you know. No, it's like Serena. I don't know how Serena Williams is the greatest player, one of the greatest athletes of all time, or if not the greatest athlete of all time. And after like playing tennis, there's no way that I could control the ball and the power all together. I don't know.
It's one or the other. Yeah. It's like I'm running hard this way.
Yeah.
I'm running hard this way and hit.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a lot of endurance. So.
It's a wicked game, and like they got that spin on it. You know what I mean? You hit it just right, you hit it a certain way, it's spinning a different way. You running this way, the ball going over there. I done seen it many times. They be like, hey, I'm not getting that shit.
Yeah. I played in high school a little bit. I was on a team. I think I may have played in one match, and I definitely.
You was on the tennis team in high school, bro?
For a bit, yeah. It was in the spring, so it was right after basketball season. I don't know. I just
you got the basketball season in there.
Yeah. It was right after basketball season. Right after basketball season. So I jumped on the tennis team. And, I thought just being an athlete was enough, but it's different. Like you really got to think. And they got like this one part of the court called like the dead man zone, where it's like you get caught there,
it's a wrap.
And guess where I ended up 95% of the time. So
a wrap.
Yeah, it was a wrap. So
get him out of here, coach.
Right, I gotta just left it alone, man. But no, for sure. Shout out to Naomi. Shout out to Serena. We was talking about her last week as being, you know, up there and being that Mount Rushmore of tennis, if not the leader of it. You know, I know Futch had mentioned like Arthur Ashe last week or whatnot, but shout out to her, man. Shout out to her.
Definitely.
But yeah, man, let's get right into it, man. We're not gonna, you know, get away from it too much longer, man. I definitely want to get into the streets is calling streets. So is there streets calling or streets is calling? Because I feel
streets calling.
Okay.
Streets calling. So streets calling. Yeah, streets calling started out in Chicago with one of my friends. She started it with another guy named Ron, and they used to always talk about the streets is calling, you know, belong to the streets, you know, stuff like that. So then they created the brand actually, and then I know her, and I said, you know what, man, I'm gonna start a bike club in DC called the Streets Calling, because the thing is about everybody think I belong to the streets. Really, I don't. But, for
the listeners,
yeah, I don't belong to the streets, but people say I belong to the streets, using the streets. So then Streets Calling, and I created that here, so it just kind of went along with, you know, me, you know. So
to be clear, real quick, you don't belong to the streets.
No, I don't. I don't belong to the streets at all. I don't belong to the streets at all. But yeah, so I started it here, and then we kind of, you know, pretty much got, you know, started with 15 people, and then started to become 30, and then 40, and then 90, then 100, you know. So now it's pretty big now, and we definitely are doing big things in the community. So
how many people do you have now?
Right now, on an average, if I promote it correctly, drop the flyer like a week before, we can get about like 80 folks out there riding.
Okay.
It really be feeling like a whole lot more, man.
It does, yeah. The biggest we had, I think, was like 100 or something. But that's when it gets too big, you know. But no, like definitely, like we definitely have grown. I think the reason why we've grown a lot is because we're doing something that is seen as maybe more white, biking. And then so now Black people get into biking. Now we're getting ourselves in shape. And then we add a component of supporting Black businesses while we are biking. So at each route or during the route, we stop at a Black-owned business and support their business. And it's a lot of Black businesses in DC that I didn't know they were Black-owned. So definitely helped them do
great networking opportunity. That's great networking.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Connect with all those businesses and then build.
Definitely.
I think the ride I just had at Nico's. I think I saw you posted that they broke their single sales day record. Off the strength of you guys coming through and showing that support.
Yeah. I was really like, it was crazy because I don't really go into it as in like getting accolades. But then when I seen that, I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm trying to work on like myself with. I'm too humble sometimes, so I don't really like brag. But I need to start bragging a little bit. But that was dope.
Sometimes you definitely gotta beep your own.
Yeah. My question is, what was when you started the group? What was the number one purpose? Like I see how you made it like stopping at the black owned. That's dope. But when you came down, wrote it down, figured it out, made the site, put everything together. What was the goal in mind?
I think the goal in mind was just to get black folks outside.
Okay.
That's it. Really get outside and ride a bike. Our first ride was 4 miles. That's 4 miles was nothing. Man, now to me. 4 miles was the first time we rode. And my route leader Tim he's one of our route leaders, does an amazing job. He's led that first route of 4 miles. And I came out there with no vision, no nothing. I just wanted to ride a bike. And then after a while, like we just started to build and build. Now it's like a brand. Now it's a culture. Now it's a whole lifestyle now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real it's a real lifestyle for sure.
Yeah.
And take us down the road of about a bike ride, like where you meet at, like what time, where y'all go. Like give us a virtual.
Yeah, for sure. So on Thursdays we meet at MLK Memorial. We used to meet at African American Museum, but the police there, the Smithsonian cops, they got all a little angry about us meeting there for some reason. I'm not sure why. But we started meeting at the MLK Memorial. We meet at 6:30. Meet up between 6:30 and 6:50. It's like get your tires, get your air in your tires, chat with people, get some water, those simple things. And then 6:50 through 6:58, we try to go over safety. I do welcome. I say, hey, how you doing, everybody? We welcome, kind of get the mission. And then one of my other route leaders, Devin, goes over safety. And so then we ride out. Now, the time don't always add up. Don't get me wrong. Like, we're trying to leave at 7, and we don't do always really like 7:06, 7:07, those kind of things, but we're getting better. But that's kind of how it works. And we ride, and we take like 2 breaks, depending on the mileage. And then we support a black business either during it or after it's over. And then we ride back to MLK, and then I give a little speech, and then we go about our day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's pretty smooth. It's exactly like that. I mean, like I said, I started riding with you guys. The first one was at that barbecue spot down in Florida.
Yeah, DC Smokehouse.
DC Smokehouse. Yeah. So yeah, no, it's definitely just to subscribe. But I want to go back. We kind of skipped over a little bit, but like you said, I heard you said that originated in Chicago. Where you're from?
Yep.
So what brought you to DC?
Yeah, so I got a job at Georgetown University. So I had a chance to intern actually at Georgetown University. And for me, coming from Chicagoland area, going to Georgetown is like a dream come true. Like, I mean, no one from where I'm from goes to Georgetown to do anything. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up interning there. Loved DC. Like, it was beautiful. Like, the women were beautiful. Everybody was beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Everything was beautiful.
It was black. I never seen like positive black people like that in like that section. And then I ended up coming back in 2014. I got a full-time job at Georgetown, and then I stayed. I've been here, and I moved to Indiana for like a little bit. Don't move to Indiana. I moved there for like eight months and came right back. That was dead.
What would I don't even know why I would go to Indiana.
I don't either. I think I was tired of DC and tired of what DC was, and I think I went to Indiana to like, I'm going to prove till I can do something else. And, that was a failed mission. I was dead.
Like, I would hit like Florida or the Carolinas. My man just
Terre Haute, Indiana.
I went horrible to Indiana, but we went to Chicago to like party and all that, but we just was in Indiana. So,
yeah. Nah, it wasn't the move at all. No lie.
I've been wanting to catch a Final Four down there, but now that I don't know when we'll see another Final Four. Honestly,
I don't either.
I support the NCAA, but I don't know anybody that's just moving to Indiana. So appreciate
No.
coming back. Real talk.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But I know you mentioned, like you said, you support a black business. I think that's probably one of the dopest parts because you all find like I just moved back, so being able to be in DC and get these bike rides, one, to get that exercise, and two, like I'm out there supporting. I'm seeing these different black businesses as well.
So when you support the black business, y'all like pull up, stop, go in there, you spend money. Like how
we literally just go ahead, Q. My bad. I mean,
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, we pull up, spend money. I'm a firm believer in. Nah, I'm not gonna try to be a conservative Republican, but I'm a firm believer in the only way that black people can get ahead is if black people support. I think it's a 360 thing. If we support their funds, they're able to stay open and hopefully expand their business. Yeah, circulates. You know what I'm saying? But if we don't support them, then they close, and then we're looking up now when we don't know black-owned businesses in DC. So I feel like if we go and support their mission and or whatever they're doing, then they're able to build up more and keep it going. So yeah, we go in there, spend our money, and then they are happy, and we help the staff, we help the owner, and now I've created so many partnerships with owners to where I can come in and I get free food, I get free whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that man Q is winning, yo. Like I'm trying.
Yeah.
Q is going, yo.
yeah. I'm kind of winning now.
Call them ahead, or y'all just be like y'all know we gonna stop here. Like, are they prepared for y'all?
Yeah. So I call ahead. The process, the whole prep. This is the thing people don't understand. The whole prep of stopping at a business takes like a week. It's like talking back and forth. How many people do we have? It's like a week process. So we, I tell them I'm pulling up at like 7:45, and I keep texting them while I'm on the road, like, hey, we're pulling up. And then so like they're already know that we're coming. So it's a week long process. There is times where some businesses have canceled the day before. You have to do something real quick, but majority of the time, 99% of the time, they already know that we're pulling up.
So that's dope. Like I want to. I'm coming to DC. I need your bike.
It's about no. You gotta get your own bike. Like I think it's something about bikes where it's like, that's one of the joints as a grown man you gotta have your own. Like when you came out here for the march and you was like, yo, let me just see your bike. I felt some type of way. I was like, yo, you just not just going to ride my bike like that. Like I feel some type of way that you just out here just on my bike, especially since like I got this bike for like these rides that I be hitting. You just was just on my bike.
I was just,
man just grabbed my bike and was just like, yo, let me see this. Just started wilding. I'm just like,
oh yeah, that's wild.
But that was my man. So I was just like, you know what? I'm cool. I'm gonna let him ride. Yo, you want them DC city bikes, them red bikes?
Yeah, those are rough.
Those are
rough. Yeah, those are rough.
But speaking of bikes, man, let's talk about these routes. I've had a few where I was like, man, this is love. Especially that one going down in Georgetown where you go down under the waterfront. Like
Wisconsin Avenue? Yeah.
Man, that's like one of the best ones. But then you got Cleveland Avenue.
Oh, yeah, that was a disaster.
who is behind?
I'll say it's one of my people I've been knowing since I was 16, Jocelyn. She created that route. Cleveland Avenue. Cleveland Avenue probably is that hill is probably never ending. And I thought that I was
and then there's a turn to it. That's why I was like, we still ain't done.
It gets worse. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to do that again, but more in daytime. At nighttime it's a little bit more like you're uncomfortable around there, but I think we'll try to do that again in the daytime. Hills are our trademark. So my route leader is Tim. He loves hills. And I think hills are like very important to the route. But sometimes hills be like, there's too many hills sometimes with some routes. But sometimes we gotta have the hills because then you feel like you worked out. Yeah. And sometimes you really can't avoid them either. So so Tim creates the routes, and then Jocelyn creates routes, Devin, they create routes. And I created a route one time, but we were going down one-way streets and stuff like that. So I don't do it no more. I just organize the black-owned business and then do all that. But they do a good job with that, though. If it wasn't for them. Honestly, if it wasn't for our route leaders, I don't know where we would be, honestly.
Word. No,
when y'all doing y'all routes, like, y'all be out there just mobbing, like just taking over the street, or it's like, you notify, I guess, like the authorities, like we're going to be 80 deep, or y'all just...
Oh, that's the question.
Y'all black. Y'all just like, we just going to mob.
No, we kind of mob out. Actually, like, shout out to MPD. I mean, been giving escorts for free. You know, they would hit me up. They would see like they're actually the leader isn't, and I'll give them the map of where we're going. They're like, oh yeah, we'll block this off, and they be blocking off traffic for us and everything for free. I mean, because I think you got to do like a petition or something like that for those things, but they do it for free.
You got to go through all of that?
I think you do, yeah.
Oh,
but they've been doing it for free, so you know, shout out to them. I guess you know, like they're trying to do some community policing, trying to build their brand a little bit, which is fine with me. You know what I'm saying? But no, they've been pretty helpful. So. But we try to ride on the right side of the road all the time.
Traffic.
Yeah, we're gonna roll through traffic. We have people that block off traffic every now and then, but we do try to ride on the right side of the road. Unless it's like too many people, then we just take up the whole street. It really depends on. Let me tell y'all, and it really depends on where you at in DC. Because we were in Southeast DC, riding. They don't care about no bike laws. They don't. they blowing their horn. They don't care about none of that. We're in the Northwest, like, more in the, newer part of DC. They all patient and,
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a different type of energy.
They probably love to see it.
Yeah, they do. So, but no, it's been good. We only had a couple incidents on our routes, maybe like 2 or 3, but they all bounced back. Sent for 3 months. About 3 months.
So when you hopped on Cal, it was fairly fresh.
Yeah, honestly, like when I hopped in, because I had asked, because there was a photo guy taking pictures, and so that's how I ended up like in the group.
Yeah, Chuck. Mm-hmm.
But it was deep in the group chat is deep, so I was just like, man, this is like I'm way behind. Like, look like y'all been riding for a while, and then me and you got to talking. I'm like, oh, this is brand new for the most part. Like you said, I saw the very first post. You guys went from like 15 people, like it was real light, and then like now. You guys are just like, look at this. Like, you guys are all over the place.
And look, everybody got their mask on, too.
Oh yeah.
Everybody masked up. So,
this is a safe ride. Like, you go out here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You safe in these streets, for sure, man.
Yeah.
So tell us about this event right here that you guys
for sure. So I'm a firm believer in, like, giving back. Growing up, I didn't have the opportunity. People never gave back to me, honestly. You know what I'm saying? So I always wanted to give back. Once I get into the right in the right situation, I always wanted to give back. One of our route leaders, Jocelyn, really did an amazing job with organizing between 2 schools, Statesman, College Prep, and then the Social Justice School. And we raised like $1,300 off school supplies for both schools. And then we were able to give a laptop. We're getting a laptop to give to a student that's in need because, of course, virtual. Learning and stuff like that. So so we were able to do a lot of big things. And this is just people from the group chat. This is just people just donating 20, 30, whatever. And then like we have a lot of good people in our group chat. I'll say the group is very thorough. Like we don't have no messy, like we're a good group of like people that go to work, really care about our community. Really good people. Like these are some of the best people that I probably ever met in DC. So like they donated and then asked no question. They donated, and did a thing. So thanks to them really for really supporting us to do this.
No, I definitely I feel like the same vibe I get like out in the streets is the same vibe I get like within the group. So it's definitely love in there. Like I just like what everything that's going on, with the streets is called. I think we got
and this was a smaller group. We actually bigger than this. So
this was light. Yeah, this is
light. Yeah,
that's
small group. Yeah, that's small group.
That's cheese, huh?
Yeah,
that's small group. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man. Let me see if I can pull up if there's anything crazy. You got the October joint coming up. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
But hey, let me. This is us. Sorry, let me get that out of there. That's going on right now.
Hey Q, you follow me back, bro?
You follow me? You follow me?
I did.
Oh man. Oh, I'll follow you back, man. I'll follow you back. Trust me, man. I don't be knowing like people be following me. I gotta look at it.
You an important dude, but not.
Look, I'll follow you back though. No, I'll follow you back because I hate when I follow people don't follow me back because I'm not a groupie.
No, it's crazy because like I just thought this sports podcast has started following me like on Friday, but like I never got back around to it. So I recently hit the follow button like 3 days later. As soon as I hit follow, I get a message like appreciate the follow, like, subscribe. I'm like, damn, you was waiting on me to follow back before you got the love. I was like, I show love regardless, but like. the whole thing behind it. But yeah, it was definitely kind of crazy how that whole social media thing worked. But nah, man, sticking to the whole bike thing, yo, like, so what's the most miles you've ever ran? Oh, road. I said ran.
Oh, good question. So recently, I just did 55 miles. I rode 55 miles on Labor Day on a hybrid. That was wild.
How long was that? God.
It was like 4 hours and 30 minutes, which ain't bad. With an incline of like 1,600 feet incline total. So that was rough.
How was you feeling that? Like, did you feel that?
Oh yeah, I felt that I was tired. When the next day, even that night, I went to sleep. I didn't get good until maybe like yesterday. No, maybe Friday. Yeah, I started. And then so like me and a couple other people, like shout out to my homie Kayla. She's a hybrid bike, so we was rolling. And Baby Boss had road bikes, so they was gone.
It was moving. They was moving. It was on the move.
So in a hybrid, you're really working like times two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had a hybrid myself. So.
And I didn't prep at all. No prep. I was out the night before.
You was in the streets at Jay's.
Yeah, I was in the streets. Yeah, I was in the streets for real. I ain't prep. I was the only person that showed up and did not prep for anything.
Word. Then knocked out a quick 55.
It worked out though.
Yeah, nah. I think the first ride I did with you guys, that was the second time I started riding, and I think it was paused. I think it was like 16 miles we did, and I was just like, I didn't even know I had.
He paused.
Because I was like, I started riding. It just,
boy, Cal, you a wild boy.
Some just fell off, so I was just like, since I started riding, I was just like, all right. Yeah. But yeah, it's like, but somehow I knocked out 16 miles, so I was just like, I didn't even know I had 16 miles in me, but. Like when you with that group, it's just like something about the adrenaline and just you look at like no bull. I just be looking at the person's feet in front of me sometimes and just like I ain't gonna stop pedaling until that person stop pedaling.
Exactly.
And they never stopped. I'm just like
they never stopped. Yeah. One of the things and one of the things I will say is that we don't leave anybody. Like you have people that will support you through whatever. Sure. Yeah, we have people that support people. You pull over, something happens, somebody gonna pull over with you. Like if you need help, we'll stop the whole route just for somebody to make sure you're good. Like we're a real family. Like we're a real bike club family that really looks out for each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sure. So they dope.
The other question I want to ask. So I know you said Streets Calling started in Chicago. We got one. In D.C. Are there any other ones around the country? That we're all connected with.
Yeah. So they got one in Detroit, Michigan. Okay. They're starting up, and then one guy came from Philly to our 90s party, which we had. It was packed. It was crazy. Word. He came and then he wanted to start one in Philly, so I got him going in Philly. So we have one in Philly now too.
Nice. Okay.
So we're trying to get expanded as much as possible. Yep.
Got you. So and speaking of Philly, you got some lined up this coming weekend, I believe, with the out there, right?
Yeah. So hopefully I'll be able to go, but it's Philly. We're gonna be riding. We're gonna be riding in Philly. Some people from Chicago coming too, to ride too. Yeah, so it's gonna be like a little like Streets Calling weekend. Like we already had one here in DC, Chicago versus DC. Chicago came like 80 people. Like they don't care about no bikes too. Yeah. And they came and they had a time of their life. Like I don't think they care about COVID or nothing like that. But they came and had time of their life. It was a lit time. I ain't gonna lie. But
I remember that ride with Chicago. They when you could tell who was from DC, who was from Chicago when we hit.
Yeah, you could tell.
Hill, and you fam, it was like, oh nah, like you heard the Midwestern accent, and you just saw mad. And you saw mad people just walking up on bike. I was just like, this hill different. So my headphones up.
Hey,
so we spinning.
What's next for Streets Calling DC?
That's a good question. So right now we are getting into like it's election season right now, right? So a lot of politicians have been reaching out to us and trying to ride with us and get their vote votes and stuff in. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we had a couple things lined up. So I'm trying to hit up Miss Harris, Vice President Harris, to we want to ride because her she rides bikes too. So I'm trying to hit her up. That's a big goal. You know what I'm saying? Nah. But no, we have some people trying to reach out to us and want to ride. We're just going to continue to build. We're going to continue to build as much as possible, community engagement. We're trying to get some more sponsorships. Really just trying to make Streets Calling Bike Club like the thing. You know what I'm saying? To where people are coming to us for everything. And we want to be able to say if a community or a school or somebody needs us, we are the people that they get come to. So yeah, we have a lot of big things coming up. We're trying to get some branding, done, website kind of going. We're trying to get signed by a couple major labels, a major apparel labels that's coming soon. I mean, we already signed with one, but I can't mention it right now. But it's really, really big though. It's like huge, like huge. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's huge. So we're really working. Like one thing about me is like I'm never gonna stop working. Period. Like it's never gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? No matter what's going on in my life, I'm gonna keep working. Like it just so. The more I work hard and people want to join a bike club and be engaged, the more we're gonna make it bigger, big as possible. So
tell the listeners what they got to do to be a part.
Just join. Just follow us on streets. Colin. DC. BC. And then we post. You got it right. Yeah, you got it right. And then we post all our routes, all our ride meetups on that website. If you want to join the group chat, definitely send us a message. You can join our group chat. Our group chat is very PG rated. We don't do none of that wild stuff. So they can join the group chat and they can just show up. We have people that are like members, like that got apparel and they ride and they always, there. We have people that come in and out, which is fine. So it's never like it's no membership fee. I don't believe in making people pay for something that I want people to kind of come and enjoy themselves. So, but definitely like reach out to us and then we'll welcome you in with open arms.
For sure. For sure.
All right, so we're gonna jump into this or that little section we do. You either like this or that.
Okay.
You prefer basketball or football?
Oh, basketball.
All right, time out real quick. Hold on.
That's not even close.
Time out real quick, bro. Why do Westbrook be wilding all the time? Did you see what he did?
Yeah, he's just trash. Like he's trash, but he be wilding all the time. I don't understand.
Okay, so I seen many times like people were saying stuff like I think somebody spit on them or whatever. They was being like overly disrespectful, like when their fans was in the stands. But I feel like we weren't there. But really, like Rondo, brother, I feel like he was just like his pride was hurt, his feelings was hurt.
Oh yeah, he was definitely
Salt Disney. When they at away game, if they in LA, it's way worse. Like whatever was said to him, I feel like he just had a short fuse that day.
That's it. Yeah.
What you gonna do? You gonna beat him up?
Yeah, we gonna fight him in the game.
Are you really gonna? Are you already down 3-1 in the series? Y'all losing by a large margin.
Mm-hmm. Just take your L gracefully and go home.
Yeah, keep it rolling.
He was hurt.
He was hurt.
So basketball or football? Okay. My this or that. Let's go wings or flats.
Flats.
You flat?
Oh yeah.
You like, yeah.
Fam, honestly, it depends on the wing spot. I'm wild like that. But
you're right though. That does make sense. Yeah, but
it depends on the wing spot. But for me, it'll be drums. For me, it'll be drums.
Yeah.
Hey, Jasmine had hit me green on Instagram, and she had showed me the what's the wet?
The hot lemon pepper. Yo. Yeah. Lemon pepper fan? Are you a lemon pepper fan, Q?
Oh yeah, I am. Yeah.
Oh, bro, like I think that
it's a lot of lemon and pepper. Like
it's just two flavors that just argue all day long. Like that should go into make it make sense. That flavor just doesn't make sense to me. Like you that and mint chocolate chip ice cream, both of them flavors gotta go in a box of just trash. Just gotta just go. Like I'm not a lemon. Go ahead, man.
Mint chocolate chip.
Mint chocolate chip is
that don't
ice cream, bro. That's Vic's ice cream, fam.
It hit a little bit. It hit a little.
Here go hot lemon pepper right here. Like nah.
I knew guys. Woo, yeah. She showed them to me. I was like, they look like they might be hitting on something.
Nah. I
don't even mess with them. We gonna do that. When I pull up, we gonna do that.
I don't even. This is my family, man. I don't even know who these people. I thought these were my.
Are you part of them?
Like, yo, I'm a garlic parm guy. Like, real talk.
Garlic parm, ew.
Garlic parm or spicy garlic parm or something hot. Yo, garlic parm be busting. Y'all tripping.
I was lemon pepper and then me trying to eat some garlic parm. I feel like
garlic parm was crazy.
Your hands gonna stink after you eat the garlic parm.
Man. You're not gonna enjoy these wings, bro.
No. Bro, they kicking you out the family right now.
What's the next? What you got for the next one? What's another this?
You like summer or the winter?
Oh, I'm summer. I hate winter.
Hey, look, so
And you from the shop? Well, I guess I mean.
Yeah, I hate winter.
Shower
Yeah, winter's
Waco
trash.
hate it.
super cold. So
Winter's, yeah.
we out in Vegas, and we had a pool party for a nightclub. You ever been to Vegas?
Yeah.
Our pool party nightclub.
Oh, pool party.
Oh, I be telling Calvin.
Yeah. Pool party way better.
Best, bro. You can go to the pool party and then go to the nightclub.
You don't need to. Yeah.
I had this bright idea of being a dad and moving to Las Vegas, and so I didn't get the opportunity to enjoy the pool parties like the normal.
Oh yeah.
Would. So I'll be back though. I'm running it back. But
the atmosphere, like you don't even got to do nothing. Like when you walk in, like the energy in the room. And look, catch me, energy in the room, and it's not even a room.
Oh, we seen it, Futch. We seen it, man. We seen it. We got it. We got it. We got you, bro. We got it. This man literally has gone a whole summer and hasn't worn a shirt. So
I put one on supporting my Neo, my friend. Together we stand clothing line. Together we stand, of course, like obviously. I mean, so I'm gonna put on the shirt today.
So you out here plugging. All right.
That's the whole reason I was like, I'm gonna throw one on, and I'm gonna throw one on with some substance behind it. You feel me?
That makes sense.
So what's the I got a wild question, not a wild question, but a back.
Yeah.
So have you ever ridden in some crazy weather?
Yeah, we rode in one time. It was a storm coming in, and we just went to Howard Hill, and then it came in fast. It came in fast, and I was just like, oh, this don't look good. And so we told everybody just go back to the meeting spot. People just dipped out. And that wind on that bike never, man.
It'll take you.
It'll take you, yeah. So I pulled over at the bar and just kind of chilled with some people that would ride with me. And then, but that wind would take you, like, on a bike. That was crazy.
Howard Hill just sound like a curse word, bro. Like, you got to throw that damn and shit. And, like,
it
was like, oh, yo, watch your mouth, yo. Like,
yeah, it's kind of rough, though. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, that's the weather. Like we try not to ride in rain. If it's like light rain, we'll ride. But if it's something like that, that came out of nowhere. So we was just like, oh man, the bike was like doing this, and I was just.
Word. Oh yeah, when you can't control the bike, it's time to go.
Yeah, I couldn't see in front of me. It was rain, was just coming.
It's time to put that joint in the bike rack. Yeah, when you can't.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put that joint in the bike rack. Yeah, call it a day, man.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, man. Let's see. So what you said? You said Vegas. You hit him with that.
Yeah, hit him with one more, Cal, if you got it.
One more. Let's go. Would you do? Damn, put me on the spot.
It was your go.
It was my. It was.
It was your go.
Let's go. Nike or Adidas?
Oh, what? Nike? Adidas is trash.
Exactly, bro.
Hey. You got a couple people that might say something different, man. Like,
Adidas is like they just barely holding on.
Oh wow, okay. I've never heard that side.
That's too far. That's too far. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know.
That's too far. I'm sorry.
Check all day, I get it, but the three stripes, like I've seen some Adidas, like, oh, that's nice, but I would never put that on my body. Like I would never.
Yeah, same thing.
Three stripes on my body, but I seen some like, oh, okay, I see what they doing over there.
Yeah, and then the Nike apparel feels better too.
Yeah, that dry fit is definitely gets you 16 miles for sure.
It definitely does. Yeah.
Man.
So
yeah, I don't think I got any other question, man. Futch, you got anything else? You got
something? Yeah, we skipped over my halftime, and I want to tap into the halftime.
Oh, okay, let's tap into the halftime. My bad, brother.
It's halftime, but you know the end of the game, like the last 2-minute warning. Here we go. You mentioned it earlier, Q, about like just being aware and the therapy and and Calvin, you said it a couple of episodes back about how like us as black men and how the world kind of suppress us to keep our feelings in, but not just us, but also like people of color, like we not as vulnerable to being in our feelings or whatever. And you mentioned therapy, so I've been hearing it, I've been seeing it like on Twitter, like my friends been talking about it, like it's just been talked about way more now than I ever can remember. So my question I was talking to Kirk on the phone, is it because like social media is big now, so I'm seeing it more, you know, it's like being socially accepted, or because of our age? You know, this is what people talk about and do at this age, being, you know, back in college or like even like 4 or 5 years ago when we out of college, fresh out, and we're not talking about therapy. You know what I'm saying? So my question is therapy, is it like age appropriate now, or is it like social media push because like social media has a wild way of driving like whatever.
Yeah.
That's like I wanted to kind of come with you all about like the therapy aspect because every time when I used to hear therapy, I'm thinking negative on it. Like I don't need to go to therapy. Like, I'm straight, but therapy isn't always negative. Therapy just like to clear your mind, put you in a better space. Like it can help you grow even more than what you're already growing. So my question to us is like, how do we feel about therapy? How it came about? Like why we talk about it now?
That's a good question. I would say therapy has gotten popular like over the last like couple of years in the Black community. I think it is from social media because I mean, and I think it depends social media. I think it depends on where you at. Like, so living on the East Coast, we're privileged to have money and insurance to go to therapy. But like in the Midwest, like therapy, I don't know. I'm just speaking from past experiences. Therapy is still not a thing. Like church is very like like ingrained in the Midwest still. So in the Black community. So here in the East Coast, I noticed that people talk about therapy like really open and honest about it. In the Midwest, it's like you go to therapy, it's like, oh no, like you're going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I think now things have changed. And I think that you can see God and seek a therapist too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You could do both. And God is I'm not like religious, but you can pray to God to find you a great therapist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So and that's what it's really about. I think sometimes growing up, we think that you're going to therapy. That means that you're going to put on medication, you're going to put you in a halfway house, crazy house, or things like that. But I think that it's definitely changed over the years, which is good. Like I said before, like please, I put in a group chat, please seek therapy if you have any depression going on. I don't care what it is. Yep. Like don't depend on somebody else. Like I'll say like not to bring in love and relationships, but if you were with somebody and they broke up with you or they rejected you, you can't handle it, please seek therapy to get over that. Things will get better. It happened to me before. You know what I'm saying? Things will get better, and if you will look back at it and laugh maybe one day, but just don't get yourself wrapped into a lot of dark spirits and getting those things, in a way what you're doing. So I'll tell anybody, seek therapy, seek God, pray to God, but pray to God to find you a great therapist. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. No, I think Futch, to answer your question, social media is definitely helping, but I think we need to look at like therapy or like Black men or men seeking therapy as like it's kind of like when Black people see one person run, everybody else take off running. It kind of got to be like one person start talking about their like how they really feel like, and honestly, that's how everybody in your group chat really, really feels, but nobody was really ready to like really say it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm glad it's happening because like you realize like you got friends to your left and to your right that are probably going through the same. I've learned over the last weeks and months that like we all going through this together, fam. Like it's not, I'm not one of one whatsoever. So like it pays. Like you should definitely seek help and if that's what's needed, even if it's just go getting a therapist or whatever the case may be. But I think social media definitely gets it done. Like I think it definitely advances that voice and like strengthens it, in my opinion, because like we've all seen that term, like we will all good ourselves. I'm good right into depression. You know what I'm saying? Like we've done that. You know what I'm saying? Like I've done that. So yeah, man, it's real rap, and I ain't gonna go into it too much longer. I know come on tonight, it's about to be a good night. So I ain't going. We gonna keep it on a more positive note. But Q, my man, I appreciate you pulling up. We appreciate.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm looking forward to the Philly ride. I understand why you may or may not be able to make it, man.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to be there in your support. I'm actually pulling up Friday. That's how excited I am to get out the house.
Cool, definitely. I feel you.
And leave kids at their auntie house.
I feel you.
But no, I appreciate you pulling up, man. I got your information right here. We're going to put this episode across the airwaves. I was telling you this. You can also listen to this episode audio in an audio capacity on Spotify, Apple Podcast starting tomorrow. I'll post it up tonight. Any last words? Anything else you want to add, Q, before we get up out of here, man?
Yeah. So like I said, recipes to my little sister. Shout out to my daughter, Yala Anik. She's a year and a half old. Shout out to her. Just shout out to my bike club. Shout out to my route leaders, Tim, Devin, Jocelyn, B, K, JV, Vanna, and Phil. Shout out to all Jocelyn. Shout out to all of them for really helping move this thing forward. Follow me at Q QDA Alpha on IG. And then follow Streets Calling page. Like I said, if you need anything from me, from bike clubs, let me know, and I'll answer it, and we'll get it rolling. So thank you for having me, though. Appreciate it.
No, for sure, man. I appreciate it. Now, go ahead, Punch. You
Nah, I want you to follow me back. That's it.
I'm gonna follow you. Hey, what's your name on there?
Push him down.
All right, cool. I'm gonna follow you right now.
Pop right up. It should be the one pop right now.
Oh, I see it. I got you.
All right, man. But yeah, we gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Appreciate you yet again, man. We'll link up again soon. I'll see you on the trails. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate y'all tapping in. Everybody who first time, last time listeners, thank you. We getting ready to get up out of here. First this time. Y'all be easy.
All right.
All right, dude.
All right.